Hello, I'm Felicity, and I am your psychic and spiritual development coach. And today I want to speak with you about your monkey mind. Now, what is your monkey mind? Your monkey mind is that incessant chattering of all the dialogue and things that you are thinking about every minute of every day, and how that makes it difficult to quiet your mind, especially for meditation, which is super important for your psychic and spiritual development. So that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. So let's get right into this right now. All right. So now the difficulty, like I said, with meditation is being able to quiet your mind. Now, meditation is super important for psychic and spiritual development. It's one of the biggest tools that you need to use for that. All right. So if you can't quiet your mind, you're not going to be able to make a whole lot of progress in the ways that you want to. So how do you quiet your mind if you have a chatterbox like I have? Because I have a huge chatterbox, so much so that it makes it hard for me to even sleep at night because I have all these incessant thoughts running through my head. Well, there are two tools that can really help you today to begin to make a difference, all right? And to begin to quiet your mind space. Okay, so the first tool is to be the observer. All right, and what do I mean by this? Okay, there are two ways to be the observer here. One is to observe what you are seeing within your mind space. So, what are you seeing? All right, are you seeing like swirls of colors and geometric patterns, or are you just seeing like maybe blackness? Who knows? We all see different things within our mind space, but what I want you to do in that moment is to focus on what you are seeing, okay? Focus on what you are seeing so much so that all your attention is going to that, all right? So instead of your attention being on your thoughts and everything that you're thinking about and all that chattering about your day and your worries or whatever, instead, I want you to focus on what you are seeing within your mind space, okay? And I don't want you to interpret it. I don't want you to be like, oh, those are swirls of colors and that is whatever, because again, that's still thinking, right? I want you to get so immersed in the experience of observing that that's all that you're doing. You are just the observer, all right? Now, you can also be the observer in the way that you are listening, okay? But I don't mean listening to your thoughts. I don't mean that at all. I mean listening to the sounds around you, okay? And again, don't interpret the sounds. Don't be like, okay, that was a truck that drove by or whatever, and being aware of it in that way. I want you to go so deeply into the observation of that sound that you're no longer even interpreting what that sound is, that you're just going into it like in the vibratory level of it. Okay, so you're experiencing it as a vibration experience. All right, and the more you just observe that and be completely aware of those things, you'll find that you stop becoming aware of your thoughts, which is pretty awesome. Okay. Now, the second way that you can make a change, now it's also kind of like being the observer as well, but it's a different kind of observation. It's a felt sense. It's a feeling sense observation. So you are feeling your inner body awareness, and this is called your proprioception, all right? So I want you to be aware of what your inner body awareness feels like. And I don't want you, again, to interpret it. I don't want you to be like, oh, my belly feels weird, or I have a bellyache, or whatever those things are. I just want you to be aware of everything on a vibratory level, okay? So if you feel energy in your belly, a tightness, just observe that, okay? Just be aware of it, be present and in the moment with it, because you'll find that the more that you are observing these things, the more your mind, your awareness is not on your thoughts, okay? And this is so pivotal. This makes such a huge difference, and this makes a huge difference for me. It's the only thing that actually helps me to sleep at night because like I said, I am thinking and rehashing every little thing that went on during my day, or maybe even something that happened 30 years ago, right? And so the only way that I'm going to get any sleep is if I do these things. So I become the observer or I become the feeler. All right. And so I want you to practice these things. I want you to play with them and see how deep you can go with them and see how deep of an observer you can become and see if you can let go of all of those thoughts, that monkey mind, that chatterbox, and just allow yourself to be fully present with whatever you are observing or feeling or experiencing in that moment without interpretation, okay? And just be there, be with it, and you'll find, like I said, that your monkey mind, your chatterbox, your internal blah, 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 stops and is just present with you. And the more you do this, the easier it will be to meditate, okay? And that meditation is going to really help you in your psychic and spiritual development. Does that make sense? Do you understand? So if you would like to know more meditation hacks, I have another video here. Go ahead and check that out. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching this video. I would love any feedback that you have when you try this. And also, I just hope that you have a wonderful day.